India has now, or rather in 2021, we had 21 unicorns. Today we've got a date with the 20th unicorn, MindTickle. It's a SaaS company headquartered out of Pune and San Francisco. It became a unicorn after more than doubling its valuation when existing investor SoftBank Vision Fund 2 decided to double down on MindTickle. MindTickle is also now the 8th SaaS startup to become a unicorn. So we can also tell you the co-founders are extremely media shy, but we've got two of them for you today right here live on Startup Central. I'm being joined by Krishna as well as Deepak. They're both the co-founders. They're also CEO and CTO joining us live right here on Startup Central. Thanks, gentlemen. Krishna, I'll come to you first. The latest thing these days is for founders to say that, oh, becoming a unicorn was never a milestone. Was it ever a milestone for you folks at MindTickle?
So again, I think as an entrepreneur, it's a journey, right? So you aspire for being the best and the largest you can become. So I think unicorn is definitely one of the milestone in that journey. What it does is it does validate that the product that you are building, the market that you are going after, it is big, it is global, and the aspirations are there. So I think it was not a milestone to chase the valuation, but definitely it's a great feeling to get validated that what we were aspiring and trying to build a global product coming out of India for a very large industry, a $40 billion market. I think it's a good validation that that milestone is achieved. A lot more to be done, but the short answer is it was not necessarily a milestone to chase, but a good feeling that now it has happened. There's a lot more to be done from this starting point.
Right. And Krishna, I'm going to come to you now. And this is a question I am asking a lot of the founders that are coming on the show. We are in this era of excessive liquidity. There's money chasing the good founders, the not so good founders as well. And a lot of the rounds are being oversubscribed many times over. If I were to look at MindTickle, the valuation has more than doubled since November 2020. But has your business more than doubled to, command that valuation?
So I think I can answer first and then Deepak can definitely add more to it. So I think the good part is, as you have seen, a lot of money along with the consumer offering is now in India are going into the B2B SaaS startups. What that means is business to business. So most of the B2B SaaS companies have more than 80% margin. These businesses are built on fundamental revenue models, which is where, companies are charging anywhere between $10,000 to couple of $1 million to every single customer. So yes, definitely our business has increased a lot, and the new investors they are seeing both the top line growth and like the revenue and the margins and the profitability, and our business is really growing leaps and bounds. And this is the time, it's a greenfield opportunity where we know that we can go and really become the number one in this space. So definitely our revenue and businesses are growing really well. And not only that, the space is growing, and that's where new products can be launched into the space, and that's where Deepak can talk about. But not only revenue is growing, but what we are selling to a single customer, that itself is increasing.
Yeah, I mean, just add to that, the readiness definition itself growing, the problem becoming more and more acute, the space becoming much and much larger. If you would ask, what would the space sort of 5 years back, it would have been like 5 to 10 billion. Today is like a 40 to 50 billion space. And the pandemic has let people realize the importance of that. It fueled certainly our growth in that.
No, and I will say this, a lot of the investors, private equity giants, venture capitalists that we also reach out to, SaaS is clearly, on top of the list. It became a buzzword all through the pandemic for very obvious reasons, but it's continuing to be a winner. So Deepak, with that, I'd like to ask you one question. Your press release talks about how you are, you have tools for sales, which can be used as templates by clients, that they can customize it with their own data, and it also helps them track competition. I'm going to give both of you 1 minute each to explain to the viewers of Startup Central what it is that makes MindTickle a differentiator. Deepak, you go first.
So three problems to solve. One problem is when you change the sales motion, how is your sales rep ready for it? Second, if they are ready, how are you helping in the flow of work? Third, if you're helping, is this systematic? So that's the problem in plain word that we're trying to solve. And having that a single data model, having that unified a platform, that's the unique differentiation that we have.
And just adding to that, so what is happening in today's world, the buyers are much more informed, right? And sellers have a lot of challenge convincing the buyers why should they buy their product. So with especially things being remote, and now you have, people are like making a lot of these online purchases, and companies don't have the sales people where they can call them in person. What MindTickle platform does is, whether it is on web or mobile, we are able to train them, we are able to coach them, they are able to listen to their conversations, and then based on all that data, they have all the right content, they are able to make much better sales compared to traditional methods and tools that they were having. So MindTickle is one single platform in the new economy, in the digital economy, that every company aspires, whether it is the largest pharma company or whether it's the largest social media company or the largest technology companies. So any company which has distributed sales workforce, which is a reality in today's world, if they need a single platform to make their salespeople productive, MindTickle is the only solution that they have. And that's why we are very unique, and we are trying to, catch on this wave, which is like really growing big.
Yeah. And your clients, more than 2,000. I was going through the list: Snowflake, J&J, Merck. So you're very impressive client list. But Krishna, you gave a little bit of a hint that there are new products that are going to be coming out, and I'm guessing, you're going to be using the $100 million for that. Little sneak peek, can we get what is in the offing?
Yeah, so one of the latest product that we just recently launched is around conversation intelligence, which is about like when salespeople are going on the calls, how do you get feedback in real time? Like, are they really talking about the product in the right way? Is their tone right? Are they talking about how much they are talking about competition and all those things? So our latest product on conversation intelligence is giving all those insights of figuring out, are their salespeople doing the right things or not? So that is one product which we have recently launched. There's another one which we are going to launch soon, is when salespeople are conversing to the to the consumers. If they want to show them the right content, they want to share some of the right information, they will have that at their fingertips. Beyond that, that is how to use all that data and empower the manager with all the coaching moments, so that they can go and coach their people based on data and not only on what they think is right. So these are some of the things which are happening, and Deepak can go a little bit more. He's more tech savvy than me. So let him speak.
No, I think you put it down right, Krishna. I think the one problem that is now important is attention, basically, right? For seller attention, and how embedded we are in the flow of work of seller is super important when they are doing the job, be it during the call, just pre-call, during the call, post-call, right? And then helping all this data to make the systematic decisions.
Okay. So that's what all is in the offing, and you guys talk about having a unique model and unique products that no one else is doing. But Deepak, my one question to you also is, and are you seeing this change? Earlier, SaaS companies, whether it was a Freshworks, whether it was a Dhruva, they mainly had to be in the United States. But now, are we starting to see early signs of SaaS companies that can be in India, build for India, and build for the world? Or do they still have to go to the Bay Area?
No, I think this is the trend which is kind of changing. The one of the biggest challenge was, so we are a very good, we have when we play a very good role in different organizations. What was lacking is basically exposure to the problem, to that world. And touchwood, with this all the change that happened in past a decade has kind of brought people together. People are exposed to the problem in other world, the developed world and all. So it's becoming much easier to solve a global problem, and that's where I believe it's going to go in that direction. Krishna, you want to add?
Yeah. So main thing is because of the advent of cloud now, right? I think we have always been developing great products, but now the fact that these products can be delivered by cloud and many people are accessing it seamlessly. So if you understand your customer base, and with this, like remote working becoming normal, I genuinely believe that you are going to see a lot more companies which are going to be, I'll not say they are going to be only India or only US based, most of the companies are going to be global in nature. So even if you take any of the earlier companies, Freshworks or whatever you mentioned, they are global. Like, they have offices in India, US, Europe. Same thing with MindTickle. We have global presence, whether it is Europe, US, India, Canada. But yes, now it is not going to be lopsided only on one geography. It will have to be have a balance where you will have a, where the markets that you are developing, different markets where you are selling, the new markets that you are like, understanding. But truly, I see that we are going to have a global world, and India has an opportunity to become a leader in that world because we have a lot of talent here. And as Deepak mentioned, a lot of diaspora has been exposed. They have worked in like great companies, and that experience of working in different geography and different industries. Now we have the right potential and the tipping point, along with the capital flowing in, that you will see an explosion of great companies coming out of India. I have no doubt about it.
Our motto is also Rise with India at ET now, so that really goes well with what we have also been saying. And we really have been putting the spotlight on SaaS. And at this juncture, I'd like to remind our viewers of this report that came out jointly by McKinsey as well as NASSCOM that projects that SaaS unicorns will grow 10 times over by 2030 and create $1 trillion in value by 2030. But employment, we keep talking about jobs. SaaS in that period can create 50 crore jobs. So, it's a massive potential. And I think we're just pretty much at the tip of the iceberg. That's what a lot of the people keep saying. Final comments, guys, before I let you go, because we're running out of time. Today, for everybody to look at MindTickle, it looks so hunky-dory. You're a unicorn. You've got SoftBank Vision Fund 2 double downing on you, all of that. But, it's easy to forget the initial hardships and death-like instances that take place. So I'm going to ask both of you this. Deepak, you first. When you look back at this journey, for which, unicorn is just one of the many milestones maybe, and hopefully for you guys. Looking back, what were some of the really tough moments? Can you share those anecdotes? You never know. It might inspire someone tuning in.
So first part, that when we actually started, Krishna can add on that, we started just for a faith together. We didn't have an idea. We actually did 4 pivot before we reached this. And think about in 4 pivot, a lot of people would have thought that go shut and join some startup. It's better life there for you, right? So that was an interesting journey. The takeaway that I would say that if you believe in something, be in the game.
I think I'll just continue on that the belief and solving the right problem and having a faith is very important because, yes, it takes a while for you to really figure out the sweet spot. Many times the idea is a little bit early. Many times you've got the right idea, but you're not able to find the right customer. And sometimes you need to find the right team. All this takes a while. So while today's world, obviously we are seeing a lot of companies getting success, but that is in hard work and effort, which worked for last 8 to 10 years. So I think my only, saying will be like, just stay focused, believe in yourself. The opportunity is right here and the moment is right here. So we have seen India succeed first in the services sector and we have created amazing companies. Then we have seen the consumer companies, all the IPOs you were talking about, Paytm, and OYO, everything coming. Now is the third wave, and if people are going to stick together and grow for the world, I think we are going to really come out with a strong economy very soon. So I think just stay focused, solve the right problems, and things will happen.
And on that very optimistic note, I'd like to thank both Deepak and Krishna for being live with us here on Startup Central. We really, really appreciate your time. And we hope this is the first of many other interviews. And we look forward to having you as regulars on the show. Congratulations again.
Thank you. Thank you, Nanda. Thank you.